a lot of fun.
Yeah, it does.
I haven't gotten to do it yet, though. I don't know if you've...
I have not had an opportunity yet.
All right,
no.
well, maybe we'll do that together this weekend because I know it's going to be hot enough to get out there, right?
The weather is going to be perfect for it, that's for sure.
Yeah,
A great
right.
way to cool off. The heat's going to be the big story. And you mentioned the closing down there along the Illinois River. Here's why. Look at some of these radar estimates with the rainfall totals here. We're zoomed in. You might be trying to figure out where are we. Right here is Jay. So we are in Delaware County. There was a thunderstorm that just sat here early this morning and dumped a lot of rain. Again, these are not measured, but radar estimates of some of the rainfall totals right around Jay. Some spots 6, 7, maybe upwards of 8 inches of rain. So that is the problem that we had out there this morning, and that's why you can't float the Illinois River as we go through the upcoming weekend. We are tracking a few thunderstorms to our north and west right now. Most of us are just hot and sunny, but we've got some storms here right along the Oklahoma-Kansas line and up into Wichita where there's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect. We'll watch the southern end of this line. I think it may scoot right along the Oklahoma and Kansas line as we go through the evening hours. So those of you here are Kansas City to around Sedan, possibly over to around Independence. I do think we have a chance to get a couple storms later this evening. Most of us, though, are just going to stay hot. Here's a tropical low that is tracking through parts of Louisiana that just came on shore from the Gulf. That's going to lift up to the north and stay just out to our east. And so we won't have to worry about that impacting our weather as we go over the next few days. It's basically going to be the heat and the sun. That will be the big story for us for those weekend plans. No chances of rain. We'll wake up tomorrow morning, clear skies, and then a few fair weather cumulus clouds tomorrow as we'll heat things up. Temperatures well up into the 90s for our highs. Triple-digit heat index values will be likely, and the pattern really doesn't change much as we go into Sunday, nor will it change much as we go into next week either, as the heat will likely just gradually build over the next several days. Here's a view from Brookside back toward downtown on the Wade's RV Weather Camera Network. Everything looking good out there this evening. A little hazy as we look out here to the east from downtown. Temperature-wise, 93. We did make it up to 94 for the high today after a morning low of 74 degrees. We'll be in the mid-70s for most of us tomorrow morning to start things out. And then, of course, we'll heat things up as we go into the afternoon. Heat advisory is in effect for tomorrow. Heat index possibly up to around 107 degrees. And breaking that down here hour by hour, temperatures into the mid-90s once we get to mid-afternoon to early evening. 92 already for the temperature at noon. You can bet that heat index will be up around the 100-degree mark already by your lunch plans tomorrow. Again, high temperatures really not too far off from average. Our average high would be around 94, a degree or two above that for tomorrow, but then the humidity just makes it feel a little bit worse. So make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you're doing your best to stay cool. Perhaps you do have some lake plans this weekend. Lake levels are still running above the norm, but they have been dropping ever so slightly. And again, both Saturday and Sunday looking hot and humid for us. Heat index values will be up into the triple digits, even into next week. Breaking down Sunday hour by hour. Again, just stay cool and hydrated. 97 for the high with some sunshine in the forecast. And temperatures could get close to 100 once we get into the middle and end of next week. And we'll get you into the following weekend coming up at 6 o'clock.